Ikra TV, connecting you to the source.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A greeting of peace be to you, and welcome back to another episode of I Mean Business. Now, what does I Mean Business mean? I Mean Business is a show for budding entrepreneurs like you. We help you in starting up a business. We'll give you advice. If you have a business, we show you how to increase your sales. And every single week we have a special guest. But today is a very special day. Why? Not only is it Friday and it's 9 PM and I Mean Business, but I have two special guests for you today. So inshallah, without any further ado, I will introduce you to my first guest. Lucky Singh, pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Lucky, you're a business consultant and you have a consultancy firm. And you have your colleague with you as well, Caroline.
Yes. Hello.
Right, okay, so tell us a bit more about your consultancy firm and what do you specialise in. And
Okay, let me start by telling you that a bit about myself.
Okay.
I've been in, let's say, in the corporate world for about 20 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Background being working in large corporates in IT, project management, marketing,
Right.
consulting, internet-based projects.
So you're an IT consultant then?
It's quite broad, my experience.
Right, okay.
So whilst working corporate life for the last 20 years, alongside that, for the last 15 years, I've been working as a property investor stroke consultant. And in the last 2 years or so, I've been working in UNB, and we've formed a partnership of 6 partners,
Right.
where we help individuals, SMEs, corporates, businesses at the higher end.
So let me
increase
try
their
to understand
profitability.
this. So UNB is pretty much like Deloitte & Touche and PricewaterhouseCoopers, a group of consultants as partners?
That's
I
correct.
take it, yeah? So
Yeah.
yourself and Caroline, and you've got a few more associates on board as well,
That's right.
and you have each individual consultant specialise in a different area.
That's correct.
Okay, great. So what about yourself, Caroline? What do you specialise in? You're a consultant as well?
Yes, I'm a stress
what's your
management,
background? Yeah.
stress management and coach consultant.
Right.
My background is management. I've been in management for ever since I left school, since 19.
Okay.
And I started off life as a baker and confectioner in management, and then I moved into retail management for Holland & Barrett, the health food retailer.
Yeah, I know all about it. Used to be a regular customer.
And so I know about all the vitamins and all the different vegetable things that you can take. And then I moved into marketing and PR and spent about 7 years there. And then during the time that I was working in marketing and for a charity, my father died.
Oh.
And I went into a depression that I didn't realise I was in until I was advised about it 6 months when I was in it. And I just got married, so within my first year of marriage.
What, just got married this year?
No, I just got married, and then my father died. And
dear.
so I went and sought answers when I realised I was in a depression, and I looked for, what had created it. And essentially, I went on journey and discovering what had caused my own stress. And essentially, what I came out of is studying NLP, stress management. Working on how the mind and the body connects and how the chakras work in terms of how the mind and the body and the emotional dramas that we play out. And rather than being, sort of just having it for myself, I learnt so much I decided that it was good to be able to give it to others.
Yeah, to share the solution with others, because obviously in that same situation there must be others that are suffering through that depression as well, and you've thought, well, okay, if I share that with the public, then they can also benefit.
So I've been doing that
Excellent.
now since 2002.
Right.
So I'm a bit of a,
So you're an NLP practitioner as well?
Yeah, I'm an NLP master practitioner, and I've trained in the psychology of the chakras, which is the endocrine system. So it's how the mind and the body actually react to stress and ailments and illness.
Yeah. Now, on a personal note, I heard this rumour. I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not, but I think, was it your grandfather or your father was a Muslim?
Yes, my father was Muslim.
Really? Oh, mashallah. Okay.
Yes. It's quite interesting because in his death, I've actually moved. I've been brought up very westernised, and I've moved much more towards his culture.
Right. What was his culture?
He was a Muslim.
No, but was he in particular from any particular country?
He was from Bombay.
All right.
He'd been in this country for over 40 years.
Right.
And I was brought up totally Christianized, and in his death, I've moved into Buddhism, and which is very much along the lines of his culture.
Yeah.
And I've also trained in the chakras, which is also from the Indian culture.
That's right.
So it's very interesting that in his death, I've moved much more towards the Eastern philosophy and Eastern culture.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting, and there's no compulsory religion. Everyone has that freedom to choose whatever way of life they want to follow.
I was looking for answers,
Yeah.
and I found the answers in Eastern culture and Eastern philosophy.
Okay, so getting back to business, so you specialise in what sort of things? So you said that IT, and you've got property background.
I'll give you a bit more background
just tell
about
us
myself.
a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked for quite a large corporate, so AT&T, Deloitte I worked for in about 5 years in international tax, setting up marketing aspects of their global presence, such as websites and other aspects of business like internal knowledge management systems.
So you can give advice to people regarding tax, you can give them advice on IT, property.
Yeah.
So excellent, that's great.
Well, let me give you a comprehensive sort of summary.
I'll just for a moment,
right.
I'll just tell the viewers that you can call in at absolutely any time now, and you can ask our guests any questions. The number's on the screen, so give us a call at any time and ask any questions regarding tax, like Lucky said, personal development, NLP. If you want to get insight into how to start up a business, the steps or procedures, just call in, ask our guests. They'll be more than happy to help, inshallah. So yeah, just give us a summary of...
Okay, basically the organisation's called UNB.
Does that stand for anything in particular?
Well, the U bit stands for the individual.
Okay.
So we look at the individual before we look at the business. We're not looking at how do we make money from the client straight away. We look at really realising where they are in their life cycle. Are they a 9-to-5 person looking to move into a new middle management position? Are they a individual who's got lots of stresses in life and they just want clarity and deal with those stresses? So we deal with two extremes in that area. One is where people have had extreme issues in their lives, so some form of trauma or addiction and issues which is really holding them back in an extreme way. And on the other side is the soft side, which is dealing with the confidence building or getting clarity in where they're going in their life, be it various aspects from their health or their relationships or intimacy. And Caroline is the expert in that area. So the U side of the business is primarily what Caroline and other practitioners she may need to bring on to support her in the process is something she does. The B side of the business is
just looking at the business.
Just looking at the business.
So
and that
what we'll do, Lucky, we'll just take a question first from the callers.
Okay.
And then we'll carry on and we'll talk about the B side.
Okay, great.
So, Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Brother, I just want to have answer when I finish my call.
Okay, I can't hear the caller. So
okay, basically,
what we'll do... Assalamu alaikum.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, basically, I want to start a business.
Okay. Can I get your name and where you're calling from, please?
My name is Ali. I'm calling from London.
Okay.
Now, I'm thinking to start a business. I'm thinking from past 10 years, but I couldn't start yet.
Okay.
And all the time, I think the same thing. Now, can I get any loan from any bank without having any money? Like, only thing is I got a business plan. That's it.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
can you
that's
tell me a bit more about what kind of business or what industry you want to go into? And what is actually holding you back from starting up your business?
I've tried different kind of things, different kind of things.
Right.
One was to export like aluminium scrap,
Right.
like aluminium can and these sort of things.
Right.
Other thing was just small outlets of like restaurant kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to do different things. I mean, trying to do business, but trying to find out different sectors.
Right. Okay, that's
my
very...
aim is to start a business.
That's very interesting. I mean, I've gone through that similar journey.
Yeah.
Okay, but the advice that I can tell you, and we'll pass the question on to our guests as well. But the advice I can tell you is you have to find an industry or something that is your passion, right? So whatever your passion is, then you have to follow it. There's no point in you saying, right, okay, I want to start a restaurant because, there's money in food. Yeah, and everyone's successful. Everyone, there's